Alright, what's up, YouTube? This is the second coming, if you will, of the Pena Sports Show. That was not a good show. I made it when I was in 5th grade, 4th or 5th grade. Basically, to recap, I called Brock Lesnar Lynch Lesnar, and I got scrutiny from the 3 people who watched it the rest of my life. But that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about that today. Today we're talking about this. We're talking about this, because this is what's today, right? We're talking about Denver, New England. Alright, that's Brady, Manning. This is like 13th matchup or 14th, something like that. And then we got San Francisco and Seattle. This is their 3rd meeting this year. So it's going to be a great game. It's going to be 2 great games, I should say. We're going to start off with this game in the AFC. We're going to start off with Patriots, Broncos. Listen, I know what this is going to come down to. All right, it's going to come down to Manning, Brady. That's what everybody knows it's going to come down to. Or is it? You know, I think I look at Manning, I look at Brady, and I say they X each other out. You got those 2 guys. All right, then you can look at the other side of the football. For the offensive side, you got Demaryius Thomas, you got Eric Decker, you got Wes Welker, you got Julius Thomas. I mean, you just have a barrage of receivers for Peyton Manning when you got another knee injury, Danny Amendola, okay, on the other side of the Patriots. All right, and no Sean Marino, who became the first Bronco ever to rush for 1,000 yards and receive for 500 yards in the same season. You got, that Peyton Manning's offense is a lot better than Tom Brady's offense. Okay, there's no doubt about that. But I wouldn't mind you to think about something, because this is the best this Patriots defense has been since they won the Super Bowl. In my opinion, you look at Brandon Spikes. Okay, you look at Dante Hightower. All right, obviously Vince Wilfork, he's been out the entire season. But Aqib Talib, he's back. He's better than ever. I think he's the best corner in the league. Aqib Talib. I think they would have gone to the Super Bowl. They would have beaten Baltimore last year had Aqib Talib stayed healthy in that game against them. He's going to be matched up against Demaryius Thomas, and that might be the matchup of the day, in my opinion. That in and of itself. As far as the pick is concerned, Denver is favored by 5.5 points. I know the Patriots can cover that. I know it could be a 3-point game, 2-point game, 1-point game. But the question is, will it? All right, I know. I'm wearing the Patriots jersey, and I know this is it's Tom Brady. I know it's in Denver. It's gonna be 50 degrees. Okay, so the weather's not going to be a factor. It's going to be sunny. That's where the weather's going to be like. I'm picking Manning. I picked Denver and Seattle at the start of the year. Why change now? Why change now? I'm picking Manning. Seattle and San Francisco. I don't think there's anybody really who watched football who thought that these 2 teams weren't the best 2 teams in the NFC. Look at the rest. New Orleans at home was good. Green Bay, when they had Aaron Rodgers, was good. But for the most part, these 2 teams were just juggernauts waiting to battle each other. 2 of the best defenses in the league. I'd probably give the slight edge to Seattle because they have a good front 7. Not San Francisco's front 7, but they have a good front 7. And they have, the amazing secondary that they have. Amazing. So I don't. And then they got 2 running backs. They're the best running backs in the league. You got Marshawn Lynch, he's a Pro Bowler. You got Frank Gore, okay. You got an amazing receiving core in San Francisco. I mean, that's the best receiving core in the league. I'm not gonna say probably. It is the best receiving core in the league. You got Michael Crabtree, you got Anquan Boldin, you got Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis, you can make an argument for being the best tight end in the league. I know I could. He's got the hands of a tight end. He's got great blocking skills. He's got a huge size, but he's got speed. You don't see Jimmy Graham having that kind of speed. Okay. On the defensive side, I look at Richard Sherman, and company. That secondary, one of the best secondaries, probably the best secondary in the league. Definitely the best secondary left in the playoffs. That's going to be great matchup. That's going to be probably the next best matchup of the day. That's the whole secondary versus that whole receiving core. All right, and then you got the front 7 of San Francisco. 4 Pro Bowlers in the front 7. 4 Pro Bowlers in the front 7 for San Francisco. Whereas Marshawn Lynch, he's a great running back, but man, that's going to be a tough matchup. That's going to be a tough matchup for him. And then you have Pro Bowler, that's right, Pro Bowler Russell Wilson with Sidney Rice and Golden Tate and Doug Baldwin with a bunch of just those guys and those receiving corps battling San Francisco and their secondary. So there's just Pro Bowlers everywhere. There is. This is an amazing defense versus an amazing offense on both sides of the football. So that's why I think it's going to be a close game. That's why I think it's going to be a tough game. But like I said when I was talking about Denver, New England, I picked Denver, Seattle at the start of the year. No reason to go against that now. I'm picking Seattle, and I'm saying this is because Colin Kaepernick has been shaky all year. He has. And Russell Wilson is shaky as of late. But we got to remember, what has he been fighting for? What has he been fighting for? He played an Arizona team 4 weeks ago that was just dying to get into the playoffs. Played a St. Louis team that they blew out at home. They had a bye. Then they played a New Orleans team that they blew out at home. Even though New Orleans kind of made a run at the end, they played a New Orleans team that they blew out at home. Russell Wilson has played for nothing since they basically clinched the first overall seed in the NFC. So I think that this game Russell Wilson's going to play out, and I think Colin Kaepernick is going to make a couple mistakes. It's going to be loud, and it's going to be obnoxious in Seattle. The 12th man. They retired the number 12 jersey for a reason. And the reason being, it's unbeatable. It's unbeatable. I'm saying Seattle, and I'm saying I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game. I'm going to say 17-14. 17-14 Seattle. So thanks for watching. Click the like, click the subscribe, click the dislike, leave a comment if you disagree. You're probably wrong, but if you do agree, comment that too, because then you're probably right.